Hello, welcome. It's Toku Heroes time. It's me, Enigma,
I'm Jack.
Mochi.
and we'll be capping up, starting up our podcast with some Transformers news. Moti, Nugget, go.
Yeah, boy. Okay. So not too much going on this time around, unfortunately, and already Mochi has gone disconnected.
Boy, here we
Not,
go.
not even 5 seconds into the recording. Perfect.
You said there was like new reveals, new figures.
Some listings. Let me get back to it here real quick. Yes. Okay, he's actually taking a little bit to get back here, so I don't know what's going on with him.
Well, I think you mentioned earlier there was like a new kids book about Rise of the Beast.
Yes. Mainly that we have a few cover arts for the junior novelization, and they all look eh. Mostly just what you expect from a kid's book, just taking as many assets as they have and just kind of photoshopping it into a cover.
Yeah, you showed me one of the images for it, like one of the covers, and I can see how people think. I believe I can see how people think it, the evil guy like hitting Optimus's crotch or whatever.
Yeah, somebody in the comments of the this reveal said that this looks hilariously bad. The Sparks makes it look like Scourge is hitting Optimus Prime's crotch with his arm, and now I can't unsee it.
Honestly, I'm most upset that they didn't try the effort to make it look like Optimus looks like he was actually being hit. It just looks like he's just tanking through it, which is like okay, respectable, but you could at least show there's like some impact, you know?
I think the worst thing here is the one with Optimus and Primal here. It literally just looks like it's just photoshopping on a generic volcano background.
No, generic jungle background.
Yeah, so
Whatever. Yeah.
it just looks pretty bad.
Mm. I mean, I did not really expect much when you said kids book. And most I was expecting like I don't know, maybe something like Rescue Bots or something to that degree.
Something
Kind
cartoony.
of cartoony little design, yeah. But I realize that might be too much effort for this kind of book.
Perhaps. Uh,
Uh,
and as for some toy listings, we got this time around. Looks like we have some listings for what's called a Beast Mode Optimus Prime, a
yeah.
Flex Changers assortment, whatever that's supposed to be, Core Boys Voyager class assortment, a
Hmm.
a Core Voyager Optimus Primal, and okay, here we go. The Core Boys Deluxe class assortment is supposed to consist of a Core Deluxe Bumblebee and a Core Deluxe Cheetor. And
The Rise of the Beast figures right now.
I'm guessing that's just like the movie tie-in line.
All right, cool.
And just for Studio Series, we got Air Razor, Bumblebee, Cheetor, and Scourge, which we've already seen a bit of that, and it all looks pretty good.
Cool.
So,
What else is there for? Yeah.
some fun stuff here is that we have a new GI Joe deck building game. Hi, Mochi.
Oh,
You've escaped the dial-up dimension.
how does it feel? And I think he's still trapped. Okay, you said G.I. Joe
Perhaps.
tabletop? Hmm?
It's a deck building game, so yeah, just kind of like a tabletop game.
Oh, so it's like cards.
My
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey, Mochi, how are you doing?
Welcome back.
How much did I miss?
Uh, me, t-
Um,
me
How much did
talking
I miss?
about the junior art covers and some of the toy listings we got.
Yeah. And now we're talking about the G.I. Joe deck building game,
Okay.
which looks like a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover.
Uh,
Well, I think it's well, actually, I think
yeah,
it
that
is
happened.
a GI Joe deck building game. It's just a Transformers crossover. I
Yeah.
know nothing of this game, although I do
Pretty much.
know Transformers is supposed to have a deck building game coming out at some point.
Remind, all this reminds me about is that I think at some point I saw a thing where a, a Cobra lady was hanging out with Ravager or whatever. Soundwave's little cassette wolf as like a figurine. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that.
I but I think that was obviously a GI Joe and Transformer thing. Is Transformer crossovers are not new, but this reminds
Oh
me of
yeah,
that. Yeah.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Cool. Good thing I'm not insane.
I think. I think it was
Cool.
canceled.
Like, well, if it was
Unless I'm
canceled,
completely wrong about that. But
hey, look, if it was
yeah, the figure
canceled,
canceled. Like,
then it lives on in this tabletop deck building game.
Oh, GI Joe and
Some capacity.
GI Joe and Transformers are just kind of joined at the hip.
Yeah, it's like both made by the same people, but obviously the robots won out because who wants to like watch about
like
military people, you know?
to the point that it's basically GI Joe is just an accessory now.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
honestly, if I can do, you could like probably merge the two and say GI Joe is just like a crossover with the human. It's like GI Joe exists for the human fans of Transformers.
That is basically what happened.
Remember when
Wow.
in the mid 2010s they tried to make the GI Joe movies a part of the Michael Bay movies, like all in the
They
same
did?
universe, Marvel
Oh
style?
God, I had forgotten about that.
Did that?
Well, I had
Really?
I had tried to forget about that more accurately.
I did not know about that. Can you explain more about it?
It's basically just like I said. It's like just like a Marvel style cinematic universe that they were trying to do with Transformers and GI Joe at the time in like the early
They're
2010s.
actually they're actually trying to do that like with all of the Hasbro properties, where it's like
So,
Mask or stuff like that. They're trying to join them all into like one comic universe, and then that like translate into trying to do a movie universe.
my question to that: are they doing that for My Little Pony too? Since that's a Hasbro property.
For what now? I'm sorry.
Okay,
They did.
Mochi
actually
mentioned. Ah, so they did. So they did incorporate My Little Pony into this. Huh?
Oh yeah, they've done that before with in comics.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of the comics. Didn't like Raywood? Didn't they become weapons? The ponies? I don't remember.
Wait, what?
I remember there being like Transformer themed My Little Pony figures, but I don't think there's been any like My Little Pony accessories for actual Transformers.
No, it's like I think this was a panel. But in the comic with the MLP and
Oh,
the Transformer crossover, I think some of the ponies became weapons. Like Raywood Dash became an axe or some shit. I don't remember.
I never read them, so I couldn't tell you.
I barely remember them as
That
is.
sounds like fan art. You might have seen that and gotten fooled by it.
Maybe I don't remember. It's just like I just remember something like that, and then like went on with my day. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Like I
You
said,
just like saw it, trying to forget it.
It's more so it's like I saw it, did not really acknowledge it much, and just like went on with my day.
I just remember
kind of thing.
seeing. I just remember going
It's-
to like a local comic place where I live, and just seeing it kind of about every little while, and just be like, "Huh, that's a thing." Okay.
Yeah. I've seen them before, but it's like it doesn't seem. It kind of seems like it's doomed to fail from the beginning.
That was just like a for fun thing. Like they obviously knew it wasn't gonna succeed per se, but they did. But maybe they thought it was funny enough to warrant it.
I mean, the idea is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, going back to like trying to cross over all the Hasbro properties, They've actually done that in comics before, and like this big event. What was it? Infestation was it? What that was called?
No, no idea.
Devastation.
What?
Devastation,
Oh,
you
invasion.
said?
Invasion. That's what it was.
I wouldn't know. All I know is that when you say this reminds me of the comic. I forget what it was called, but basically a crossover with some Cartoon Network properties, like with Samurai Jack is there, Ed and Eddie is there for some reason, Powerpuff Girls. They're all there for some reason. I don't know why.
Hold on. It's gonna kill me if I don't look it up.
They actually repeated. They tried that concept twice.
Yes.
Once more recently in like 2019.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mention like that Cartoon Network Smash Brothers clone or whatever, but recently.
There was a Revolution. Yeah, the comic Revolution.
By the way,
yeah, go on.
Enigma, I think I found the figurine you're talking about.
Throw it up. Throw it up in the chat.
Come on, send it. Send it.
Do it. Do it.
There we go, finally.
Ah, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
There we go.
They tried to release it in 2006, 2007, and 2008, and it was canceled all 3 times, so I don't know why the universe just didn't want this to exist for whatever reason.
It was too good.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what I was thinking of was right. The comic was called Infestation, which was like a crossover between all of IDW's comics, which basically just comprised of a bunch of Hasbro properties. And it was also a zombie infestation story.
Surprisingly, they're not
That
like
sounds
zombies.
exactly like when they tried to... That somehow gives me the same vibe as like when they tried to make a Scooby-Doo comic that was like a post-apocalyptic story.
That was a thing, yeah. That was the thing.
I actually know that story. Like, I watched a whole video on that comic story, and it's actually kind of wild.
I assume so, because it's like that was that weird era where it was like they wanted to like make these Hanna-Barbera.
Didn't one of them die?
What?
Didn't one of them die?
Yes, Freddy did.
No,
in that comic? Yeah.
Of course Fred did.
I couldn't remember who.
Yeah, Fred did.
Of course Fred died.
It's fine. No one cares about Fred. It's fine.
And in that story, his like corpse became like a hive of the plague that was going on. It was kind of weird.
So they just decided to make him the hive or whatever.
Kind of, sorta.
Okay, weird. I did not. I don't know. All remember is like with the Lego Movie 2, they asked like why is Velma only there and not the rest of the Mystery Gang, and I think whoever made the decision said something along the lines of in terms of like an apocalypse, Velma would be the only one to survive it, or something like to that degree. That's all I can think of when you bring this up. And speaking of like cartoons,
you're forgetting the most powerful character.
Yeah, who is it?
I think we can all tell who it is here with Ben 10 being in the picture.
The Super Secret Crisis War. Why is the Ed Boys? Oh, Scooby. No, you're talking about Shaggy. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to say Scooby-Doo, but I didn't mean like the character. I meant the franchise.
Sure. Okay. Anyway, since we were talking about crossovers, here's the Cartoon Network one. The Super Secret Crisis War. I don't know why the Ed Boys are here at all.
Because life has many doors, Ed Boys.
Yeah. I really want to see Ed and Eddie. Like, I'm just kind of familiar with the
Well, there's actually
later seasons. I do want to see the earlier
I
one.
don't remember. I don't remember what the special was called, but there's
Yeah.
there's a show called OK KO on
Oh
Cartoon
yeah.
Network that aired.
Oh, we crossover
I don't
Nexus.
remember when it ended.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Crossover Nexus, that's what it was. But
Yeah,
in the
I like
finale,
that
it was
one.
like Ben just turning into all different Cartoon Network characters, like
Dude,
cycling through.
I know what you're talking about, and I like that a lot. I like that whole thing because like the Cartoon Network little thing playing when Ben is doing the thing, it's like, duh, 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 duh. You know, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
The name sounds familiar to me, but I just cannot remember it for the life of me.
Okay, basically, the summary is that.
It was like
Let me just.
it was like OK KO, like Teen Titans, Steven Universe, and Ben 10.
Yeah, no, I can't
that's what
summarize it. I can't summarize it real quick. Basically, OKKO, Raven from Teen Titans Go, Garnet from Steven Universe, Ben 10 from the reboot, team up together to take down this like evil red pen guy, Evil X or whatever, because he was fucking up with Toontown, Cartoon Network City, whatever. Point is that he was fucking around. Those four teamed up to defeat him as like a little like cute love letter to like the Cartoon Network City and whatever. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that must have been way after I stopped basically watching Cartoon Network.
Oh,
Well,
dude.
this was at most 5 years ago, so probably.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this was this was long after that. Cuz I think I stopped watching Cartoon Network like after things like Chowder was airing.
Oh, Powder's good. I know they were like live action garbage, but Powder's good though.
Oh, Chowder was amazing.
Yeah, I thought I would have to kill you
I think
over that.
Well, I think the biggest tragedy of this is that you missed Gumball, which is like, I'm not even being ironic here. One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I do hear really good things about it. I just never watched it because at that time, like, I just considered myself too old to really be watching any of that.
You can be an adult, but you can still be
It's
a
not
kid
a phase,
sometimes,
Mom.
man.
I say as somebody who collects children's toys.
Yeah. You say this in front of like a
podcast
about this.
I was about to say, I was literally about to say, did you forget what this show is called?
Yeah, Toku Hero Time, idiot. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah.
I say
Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Yeah, like I say as a 26-year-old man who is collects Transformers and is currently playing a Pokemon game.
Oh, which one is it?
I'm replaying Violet.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten Violet, or I don't really plan to get the new Pokemon games for a while, until it's like, it freshens up or whatever. But lately, I made a goal for myself to beat the N64 games and what other games I have on my Wii U, because like the service gonna be ending soon.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I think I got
yeah.
DK64, Mario Kart 64, Kirby 64, Yoshi's Story, Pikmin, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD. That's what I have my Wii.
Shutting down soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I got the Nintendo 64 games that I would like, mostly because I don't want to.
Was the Wii?
How long was go? 2013.
How long ago was the Wii U?
2013. Around the same time as 3DS. So 2013. Yeah, they just die inside there, buddy.
Yeah, well, I've told Jack about this before, but I'm at the point in my life where the ages of things are starting to frighten me.
Same.
I guess so. Personally, I'm at the point. I just want to see like some old shit. I want to play some old shit. I want to watch Ed Ed Eddie and play Mario Kart 64. That's my mood right now.
Ed and A is still my favorite cartoon of all time.
I think I wasn't allowed to watch it.
I really didn't like that one. I really didn't like that one growing up, to be honest.
Really?
Oh, I can't imagine. I think it was growing up. I think my dad or whoever was permitting me to watch really like quote unquote really dumb shows, and I think Ed, and Eddie was one of them. Meanwhile, Secret Mountain Fort Awesome was
I mean,
another.
to be fair, by design it kind of is supposed to be, but
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like I don't know. I watched Kaiser, and I see Ed, and Eddie, and I recognize this is gonna be a really goofy
Wait,
show. And I would what?
what was the other cartoon you said? What was
I
the other
said-
cartoon you said? 'Cause that sounded familiar.
I said Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. It was really gross looking. There's a purple guy.
I don't know
I
that
remember.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Okay, I'll look it up.
Oh, okay, not.
Oh yeah, it's called Secret Mountain Fort
You said
Awesome.
purple guy.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
you said purple guy, and I was like, wait, what?
No, it's not. It's
What?
not what you think.
one. What are we talking about? Murder here?
Of children? No. Hold on. But yeah, Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. It had like a variety of monsters. Had like a purple guy for some reason in his underwear. Oh, it was a gross show. And I get why my dad did not want me to watch this. Because it looked good, but like like Problem Solvers. It's kind of one of those shows.
Oh,
Not
God.
him.
No. Band, get out.
Do you recognize what I was talking about?
Just for mentioning that you're banned.
Okay, here.
I have never seen this in my life, and now I hate you for it.
Yeah, okay. But yeah,
Oh God! Wait a second. I remember seeing the trailer for this now.
there we go. I think this was the same. Honestly, the animated style looks similar to Uncle Grandpa to me. That's the thing
I
that
was
bothers
just
me
about to
about
say
this. Yeah. No.
Reminder
Exactly.
that they ditched. I'll never not be mad that they ditched the Steven Universe Adventure Time crossover in favor of that show.
Yeah,
Oof.
why did they cross over with Uncle Grandpa? Why did they do that? Like, it's funny, but why? You know?
Who
The
knows,
funny-
man?
I mean, it was kind of funny, but it was
It was kind of
just
funny,
like,
but it was so weird.
why would you ruin?
This looks
Why
like
would you
Ren and
ruin one of the best shows at the time?
This looks like Ren and Stimpy rejects.
I think Ren and Stimpy is grosser.
I mean,
This is
probably
just like-
is.
This is like a Cartoon Network approved Ren and Stimpy, if that makes sense.
Like,
These look like things that would appear in my nightmares.
Would they be nightmares or just like a weird fever dream?
like the guy who with the weird nose going on there at the bottom right corner there. He looks like he is a sleep paralysis demon that wakes me up at 3 a.m. to remind me to drink water.
Well, are you gonna drink the water?
I mean, probably, but yeah.
He's looking out for you, dude. What's up?
I mean,
One on the
looking at-
bottom left looks like a meth addicted cookie monster.
I mean, he
drugs not even
probably
once.
is. But yeah, all I remember from these guys is that one, they're gross, and second, they just like Spring Break. Of all things, Spring Break is their favorite thing,
Weird.
like ever.
Darkest timeline Ben 10 aliens.
That would be, but considering crossover Nexus, he
Yeah.
did become the purple guy there for a moment.
If Ben was a drug addict.
No. The thing is, like, in the crossover Nexus thing, when he was about to do the Cartoon Network punch, he became the purple guy for a moment, and then Robot Jones,
Weird.
and then so on and so
Okay.
forth.
People still think about Robot Jones?
I do. At
Like-
least I do.
Do you remember what was that show? It was like a little robot It was like this is like 2005 or 2006 or something like that. But it was like a little tiny old chibi robot guy that would like have an evolution at some point during the episode. Like it would get taller and
Wait, wait,
I
wait.
think
I,
a bit more
I,
serious.
I think I know
I
what
think
you're
I know what you're
talking
talking about.
about. I know what you're
Robot
talking
Boy.
about.
Robot Boy. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
one.
like that one. I like that one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched it,
I like
but
that
I
one
know
just-
it existed.
I definitely watched
I
that.
like that one just for the. Yeah, I like that one just for the sequences as a kid, just because the transformation was cool. But
I definitely remember this along with watching Puka in the I don't remember the title. X? The Disney one. Anyway, the point is I know what you're talking about, and I watched this with Puka. If you know what that is.
I do not.
Oh come on.
I have absolutely no idea what that is.
This looks like this was
Okay.
something that would be on Jetix, if you guys remember that.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, Dedex. I'm now realizing
Yeah.
that I'm probably the bigger nerd of you two. Because of this. Just because of this. Anyway, Puka. Here we go. But yeah, I feel like I'm the bigger nerd of like TV media now because of this.
The
But yeah, I think I've seen
art
these
kind of
two
looks
with-
familiar.
Yeah, Puka.
You've probably seen it as a meme before.
I've
Not as a meme. Well, not for me. How about you, Jack?
I've probably just seen this just scouring the internet for like obscure stuff at some point, but I guarantee I've never seen this before.
I feel like I'm simultaneously under a rock and not under a rock because I know what these two are off the bat. Meanwhile, you two don't.
This might be like a too obscure to remember, but does anyone else remember Hero 108?
Yes, Hero 101. Or is it at 108? Probably was.
Yeah, it was 108, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So when I typed into Google Hero 108 is actually the first thing that came up.
Hey, pretty good. Not bad.
It just knew.
But
I know what you're talking about.
But
I know what
no,
you're talking
I don't think I've seen this one either.
I've seen it. An
I only
RCN
bring
show.
that up because I remember seeing one specific episode as a kid where like the guy at the front and center there, like I don't remember what the characters were, but it's like these two either cheetahs or panthers that like represent the yin and yang symbols, and they like essentially become his legs, and it looks exactly like Geki Toja.
Wait, what? Okay, find that for me, if you can.
I'm gonna try to, but I doubt it'll come up.
Fair enough.
I just realized that this show came out in 2010 through 2012, and this was at my edgy phase, so that's why I never saw it.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You guys took a picture of yourself, and you became what?
I thought it was older than that. I thought
Older?
the show was
No,
older
no,
than
no,
that.
no. No. It's definitely that era where Alien Force was a thing. It was when they had like those Oreo white dudes as like the mascot for a bit.
Alien
You remember
Force was like 2000. Yeah, I remember those. I remember not liking them because they changed too much.
Yeah, they changed it to like some white Oreo dough guy that would become the thing, the character for some reason. It was definitely around that era.
Yeah, this
Hero
was
108.
this was my edgy phase during my teen years where I was not watching cartoons. I was a edgy teenager who enjoyed my anime, my Dragon Ball Z, and my Death Note. It's not a phase, Mom. Leave me alone.
Well,
I don't think.
well, you
I
never.
don't think I.
It's not so much that you. It's not like you left that phase. You more so just refined it.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
In my case,
Although-
I never went through that phase.
Although considering my current hairstyle, it's more like I refined it and added a lot of hipster to it.
You're in your hipster phase, dude. Come on.
Is it?
Other than that,
I-
you're
I-
no longer in your edgy phase. You're in the hipster phase. How do you feel about that fact?
I feel like this is just the natural evolution of someone like me who had their emo phase and then they're just kind of nothing phase in their early 20s and now my mid 20s. I'm just slowly becoming more hipster.
In my case, never went through an edgy phase. It was more so like a period of like nothing happening because like I got bored with television at the time.
Oh,
To the point.
Mochi has seen me in my edgy phase, and I absolutely regret it.
Oh yeah, what do you do?
I tried.
What do you do?
I tried. I tried having that. The worst part of it was that I tried having that like old school emo hair with like the fringe bangs.
The Smosh haircut.
The white haircut.
Well, no, the worst part was
okay. Look,
the worst part was that you documented it on the internet.
Okay, look. In terms of like the generic emo haircut, you know what I'm talking about? I associate that with the Smosh guys. One of the Smosh guys, because he had a similar haircut.
Oh, Anthony, yeah.
Anthony.
Basically that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically tried to have that
for it.
Yeah, I basically tried rocking that, which I could not because my hair is naturally very thick and wavy. So it just not translate out to that hairstyle really well.
Yeah, I seen that image of your head. I don't think you can pull that off. Because like it needs to be like really slow. What?
I feel attacked because my hair still looks like that.
Okay, dude.
The man who never left 2010.
I'm just a guy mentally who just haven't left ever. In my case,
okay, when did this just become roast mode?
Ever since we roasted Jack for his edgy lifestyle. I think maybe I don't know. I think we're what?
I actually found a picture of the thing we're talking about. I'm shocked.
Yeah, what? Show it. Do it. Show the thing. I knew it. Hey, okay.
Okay, I'm still on the Google page for Hero 108, and this is weird. It just weirds me out that there's literally a character named Mr. No Hands.
Yeah, that's the helicopter guy. I think I don't remember most of their names, but I do recognize the girl and her name is Mystic Sonia, I think.
And there's a character here called Jumpy Ghostface. And that's
a rabbit. That's a rabbit.
And going back to our discussion about 2010 trends, like I swear I feel like I would see this everywhere at a Hot Topic in the mid 2010s.
Oh, you would only see Nightmare Before Christmas.
Like I swear I've seen an emo girl with this on her backpack or something.
Jumpy Ghostface, probably. You have to look for it.
I remember. Okay, that's bad news. That's probably my cue to stop. I looked up the character that I was trying to find, and I scrolled past the image I just sent you, and all of it from that point is just like weird fan art. I won't relay the things I saw. I'm just gonna stop there.
I'm going to assume the worst.
Okay, that seems like a good capper on. Let's move on to Power Rangers and Sentai, huh?
You'll be correct.
I love how we probably spent the last 20 minutes just talking about nostalgia stuff.
Hey, it's fun to reminisce on that, you know. I'm gonna.
I forgot that we were recording.
Good thing you stopped there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to Kamen Rider, shall we?
No, Super Sentai and Power Rangers.
No.
You know, we're going from America to Japan as we go.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just make our way towards that. So for Sentai, we have a few toys for king-ohger going on.
Yeah, we got the Bop It sword. We got the new mecha. We mentioned that yesterday. I did. I was watching the video. It looks better articulated than Oni Taijin.
Yeah, and we got these the Osama Sentai figures. We got Red on what I assume is his motorcycle. Needs a bit more paints, but hey, what can you do?
Yeah, it looks like one of those Yudo figures, so it's just gonna look simple regardless.
Yeah,
but
and
the
we
fight looks really detailed. So it's like a weird contrast here.
have the sword, which is a gamer sword with all the RGB lighting going on in it.
No. Say how it is. It's a bop it sword. It's a bop it
Kill
sword.
things in 4K.
It's a bop it sword. You know it to be
So
true.
you swing this while yelling profanities.
Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. What?
Oh god.
That's literally the sword.
It does kind of look like it. That. Oh yeah, I'm looking at how the sword works now, and yeah, it is basically just bop it. Like there's Tomeboy, bop it on, Gua God, Hatchet, come and kick it.
You might.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time that this has happened. Like where they essentially like install a game into a weapon. Who is it? Beast. Like his sword was like a casino slot machine.
Oh, Patrick X. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was like, okay, I don't think it was like Beast, Kamen Rider Beast. His thing was like a slot thing. I know that.
So we also got
but anyway.
a toy of their what I'm guessing is their belt and their phone.
Yeah, it's like a holder. Like, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. What else? Well, there's America. I already mentioned that. I think my general thoughts with the Bop It sword, or whatever it is cool, but I would really appreciate it if there was like a shortcut to it. Cause like I don't want to like go through the whole Bop It thing, even though it seems fun.
There's
Especially
also
like what's the logistics of that in the show? You know,
yeah.
like they had to like do that whole thing. It's not quick at all. Aren't that pretty cool? Yeah. What is?
I mean, what is quick in these shows? They're always impractically long.
Impractically, no. I have the Zenkai you're telling her. It's kind of quick. Kind of quick.
There's also just a little thing they can attach to the bottom of the sword. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but it makes it a double-edged sword.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's the secondary weapon. It's basically like a weird shield thing that becomes other weapons. There's like a form for it. It's basically there's a form of it for each member. With red is like a generic sword shield thing. Blue Boy gets a gun shield thing. You can basically configure it how you want. It's like the Q sword, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, similar faction of customizable ability to some degree. You know? Yeah.
And of course, we have our Bandai exclusive SH Figure Arts Tycoon.
Yeah. I'm still curious what the situation it is with those. Because how do you get an entry form with this?
Premium band. Well, I haven't looked into it, but it's premium Bandai, so I can tell you that the situation with getting it is that you don't.
Basically.
Okay.
Which I guess the armor just comes off and you can attach it, because there's also a image of Geats with the ninja buckle.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll probably just like if I ever, yeah, yes.
No, go ahead.
Honestly, if I were to ever get like any Beast figure, it would probably just be the cheaper ones. Like I have like a Yudo Zen Kaiser right now, and it seems it's a pretty articulated thing, even though the stickers are kind of goofy. You know, it does a job.
It does the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only figure I ever had was that like the American release of Shinken Gold back in like 2012. And it was good, but you can't justify like getting a whole collection of figures and each one of them individually costing like $60 to $80.
That's the thing. Like with the revolve on figures, they at least have something cute to go with it. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? You can like get a set of figures and you can easily customize it without like shelling out like $60, $80 per each figure. You know what I mean?
I imagine these like SH
Mhm.
figure arts are probably gonna be even more expensive than that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like in like the little Twitter post you have here, like 8,250 yen after tax. That's like 80. That's gonna be around the 80 and $200 range in terms of Canadian money.
Probably about the same for
Your
us.
firstborn.
Here is the groceries for the week.
Sure, okay. But
Sorry, little Jimmy, we're not eating this week.
I'm not looking out. Yeah, anyway, I'm saving money.
I'm trying to
I
save
ra-
money too. I'm trying to move here soon, so I do need to save money.
yeah, I do. I'm trying to look for a job recently, but like what I find isn't exactly geographically convenient.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I used to travel like 45 minutes to and from work before, so I mean, geographically convenience a bit iffy for me.
Yeah. Like,
It's not that bad now. I just have to drive like 20-25 minutes to work now, but yeah.
hmm,
And Mochi's mic has died. Rip Mike.
sad. Oh, your left feet. I think we talking about the leopard pants on the hero here. Anyway,
Uh, so
um,
to
what else?
mention some stuff with Power Rangers, we are. I don't think we mentioned this before, but we do have the trailer for the Power Rangers 30th anniversary special with a bunch of returning cast, including someone who's supposed to be playing Trini's daughter.
Yeah, I feel like I brought this up like a long time ago, like in a Power Con or whatever, along with some other images of like past actors, like Turbo. What? Zeno Green was wearing like the SPD uniform or whatever. That seemed interesting. And some other characters, and it was revealed that a new person, Charlie, was it? Yeah, she was going to be playing as Trini's daughter in the new 30th anniversary show or whatever.
So yeah, we got that special coming. We will definitely watch it and give you our thoughts. Coming to Netflix April 19th.
Oh, cool. In time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Mochi, Discord is reacting to you, so I don't know if your mic's still dead or not.
Just mute. Yeah, I don't hear anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Where were we?
Uh,
Power Rangers 30th. Might as well talk about Sentai real quick.
sure.
Yeah, latest episode of Dawn Brothers came out. Became another Hitotsuki. Again, dude is really bad at this. This is like the fourth time? I don't remember. Yeah, this is like the third time in show, but in total it's gonna be the fourth, including the stage show. Dude is bad at being a ranger, dude.
Oof.
Dude, hold on. Here we go. Yeah, there was like a stage show where he became a base Hitotsuki. Now, yeah, here's his full listing of monster forms. He was a car, he was a sun, he's some weird animal thing, he was a monster form of his normal self. It's really eventful with this guy. Just because he misses his wife.
Because he misses his wife.
Mm-hmm. That's normally the reason.
Simp.
No, yeah. He simps to his wife. That's That's true. Yeah. Yeah, he only has his wife. That's his whole life is his wife.
Sounds
That's
like a
it. That's
simp
all
to
to it.
me.
Yeah, so it's like from what I gather, it's just like if something happens to her, then it's attack on his identity in turn. So that's a little sad. It's a
Having a
little sad.
having a wife, how cringe. Having somebody you love.
Eh,
Anyway, uh, we good to talk about Kamen Rider.
before I forget, yeah, in latest Stone Brothers episode, besides Kijino becoming Hitotsuki, we're getting near the climax, kind of. We
Well, I
saw
mean,
the debut of.
King-ohger's coming out in March, so
Fire
I mean,
return.
I would assume
Oh
so.
yeah,
He has
oh yeah, no,
returned.
yeah. king-ohger, the robot, debuted in the latest episode, and that was pretty cool. Other than that, based on the preview for next episode, we're getting 2 more Noto for another Noto Sentai.
So any guess?
It's a weird situation.
Any guesses what was wrong with the mic?
What was it this time?
What?
It was literally just unplugged. It just came unplugged. I'm an idiot.
What kind of situation are you in, dude?
I would laugh, but at the same time,
bad
that's
one.
happened to me like twice in the show.
In my terms, something just weird is up with the connection because I don't know. Most of the time, it's like I had to move the wires around a little bit. Mostly the main part where the plug is in to my phone and computer. But other than that, it's fine working. Microphone on my earphones are a bit fucked up. So that's fun.
It's probably time
Anyway.
for me to upgrade my mic, but I'm not going to because I'm cheap.
Likewise. Plus I already have a mic here. Anyway, Kamen Rider?
Yeah, episode 18 of
Yeah.
Gates. We have evolved into Among Us.
We started doing that ever since 17. But yeah, just a little bit more Among Us factors now. Now they're able to vote for whoever the disaster is, at least who they think it is.
But I'm just expecting it to say the disaster has been ejected. Keiwa was not the disaster.
He never was. He never was. He was
I quit.
What do you mean you quit?
I quit.
Why?
Because Jack, that's why.
Fair enough.
What did you do? What did you do, Jack?
Me probably making Among Us jokes.
Jack.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, they're able to vote for the disaster. Mm-hmm.
Remember when you made a D's joke, and my phone just disconnected automatically just because it's so bad.
I think your phone was so offended by the joke that it did that on its own volition.
Again, fair enough.
I mean, I was going to leave the call, but it just did it for me.
Yeah, your phone gets you.
Your phone
Real
was
pal.
your phone was just tired of my shit.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Keiwa, he's just trying to be a good boy. He doesn't really have the skills to be an imposter person. He's too nice.
Probably not.
But
Right.
yeah, Sparrow Boy, he's starting to start some shit. He's
It's-
starting shit and being rude.
It's really seeming like he's a disaster, but I feel like that's also too easy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to be surprised if it was the
Probably.
wolf. Yeah, I don't want to be surprised if it was Lopo. I want to be surprised.
I want to be that like disaster was there was no disaster to begin with, or I know fucking Tsurugi was the disaster.
No.
Always had. Always
Technically, the disaster would be someone that would actively interfere with the game, and it's normally it has to be one of the players. right?
The,
So far, deep.
the disaster was the friends we made along the way.
No, it wasn't.
Yes. Yes, it
No,
was.
no.
You have
Can you
no
prove it?
you have no way of proving it.
You can't prove it
either.
but you can't prove it otherwise.
You can't prove it either. So there,
We're,
no
we're,
one's correct.
we're just now going to an Ouroboros
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah, there's no proof that we'd be out there from either side, so we can't prove shit. What were we talking about?
Sure we can.
Who-
We can just pretend our side is right and plug all yours.
Who do you think this Death Star is, guys?
I want to be like a thing where there is a disaster, but whoever it is doesn't actually realize they are.
That's a good point.
Like the game is somehow rigged to where that person unintentionally is sabotaging it.
Unintentionally sabotaging it.
Yes.
It could have been Kayla for a hot minute. Because, like, he feels sorry for the Yamato for a hot minute. But, you know, he's just a good guy. He's too dumb. He's a good boy, but he doesn't have the skills to pull the imposter thing off.
No, not really.
No, he doesn't. If I had to guess, it would be Lopo.
Kale wins by doing absolutely nothing. How I play Among Us.
He is Luigi.
Yeah.
It was Luigi.
He's green.
He's Mario. He's Mario. Luigi.
I mean, they're both
Kayla. He's just not green. He's red.
But yeah, the Sparrow guy is a bit of a dickhead. Just tricking K1 in the middle of the episode, making everybody think he's the disaster because he hesitated to fight the Yamato since we learned it was the panda dude from the first episode.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's like, obviously the next episode is out, but like, what exactly is the true nature behind, like, are these actually the same people or just like a duplicate?
And also, we see Buffa using a Yamato buckle.
Yeah, it looks quite painful. Like, what? I wonder what he's trying to do now. Because, like, he's like, it's like he fell into, like, the background, like, the backstage of, like, everything. And he's like, what the fuck?
And also, he wakes up in what looks like a big ancient city type thing.
If I wanted to guess, okay, basically the Ishinomori guy, Ace's sponsor said something to the effect that he's like a dimension hopping tourist or whatever. So I want to imagine the city thing will be like a Gaim thing, where it's like Zangetsu shows Michi the dead civilization of Helheim, and I assume there's gonna be the same effect but with Buffa.
Oh my god, Fruit Jesus 2.0.
I mean, Jesus already Jesus, as it is.
He got isekai.
Yeah, isekai.
What? That's that what?
Buffa has straight up got isekai.
He wasn't hit down by a bus yet. He wasn't hit down by a truck yet.
It
Yet.
It would have been beautiful if the episode where he supposedly had died, like the monster just threw a bus at him or something.
That did happen with 01. A bus did get thrown at him and he jumped through it.
This is true. But yeah, Buffa is now a isekai protagonist, so overall, pretty good episode. Keeps getting interesting.
And that Frogman, frog sponsor.
Yeah.
Kayla sponsors a frog, and that's pretty cool.
All hail the Hypnotoad.
This video is sponsored by Frog.
Frog.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I'm okay with this.
Like there's
Yeah?
no company name they don't They don't even explain what it is. They just say frog and move on with the episode.
Yeah, we're sponsored by Frog,
Just
and I won't elaborate on how this works.
it's not a product. It's just the concept of frog.
Sure. Yeah, but the Frog sponsor likes Kawa, and that's pretty cool. Good for him. He has a buddy. When everyone else has completely abandoned him.
Basically,
he's like they really bullied him in the latest episodes. Because like last episode was like he was like low in the approval rating by whoever's watching this, and it's like they don't get it yet.
well, Neon seems like she's not necessarily against K-Wall. It's just now she's kind of having doubts because of everything that's happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And Ace is just kind of in it for himself as usual. So he couldn't care either way. But yeah. Episode 18 of Geats, still pretty good stuff. Geats is still a very solid show.
That's pretty good.
You good there, Mochi?
Yeah, I had a stroke. Forgive me.
As usual.
Really?
Anyway, Enigma, you got anything to say about Ultraman? I know you had a few things going on with it.
Okay, first off, I went on like a whole spiel earlier. I watched some of episode 25, the final episode of Decker. I watched out of it. Pretty good. I mean, it's solid as ever. Pretty good. I really like the CGI they pulled with the whole thing. Final battle was okay, but the lead up to it was pretty awesome. I still would use like some clips of it, like earlier on the chat. You can watch that if you want. I don't care. I think it's pretty cool. But it's pretty good. And I would ask you guys if, what do you think of Ultraman Decker now it's gone? But I remember that you don't really watch that. So
we guarantee
not once ever.
We guarantee that we will be watching the current show starting with the next shows.
Please do.
I never said that. You just signed me up for
that. Look, I just need. If we're gonna talk about Ultraman here, I need there to be more than one person.
I'll watch.
Join me on this.
I'll watch the new Ultraman when that comes out, and I'll watch king-ohger when that comes out, so I can actually be caught up with all the Toku stuff.
I bet. Cool.
Sounds
good to me.
You do understand the original reason that we signed you onto this was because you're the only person I knew that knew anything about Ultraman.
Yeah, I know why my knowledge is deep, but you can also participate in this. Like, do you have like a question about Ultraman? I can probably answer it.
Nope.
No?
He
Sure?
is refusing to watch it.
No. Do you have like a question about Ultraman?
No, I don't.
No? Nugget?
Not at the moment. Not right now.
Alright.
I might ask you some stuff when the next Ultraman comes out.
Yeah, but other than that, the Decker is pretty much finished. As far as I know, there's still the movie to anticipate. We got that female Ultraman, the Ultraman. We gotta get that. That's pretty cool. There was I don't know how recent this was, but what? No, it's Mebius. There's
I was gonna say. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, recently, I don't know how recent, but basically there was a SA Kit figure arts Mebius, Ultraman Mebius figure. You'll see the images soon here. But yeah, Mebius is finally getting a figure, and I think that's pretty cool.
Nice.
He's one of my favorites. He's up there. I like him. Pretty cool. What do you think of this design?
It's actually a pretty slick design there.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something, but I can't remember what.
Okay, what was the vibe of it? If it's way big, then I can see how. if it's like way big, then I can
What?
definitely see how. What?
It does kind of look like way big.
Yeah, with the line.
Pretty much. That's pretty much my only exposure to Ultraman. If that tells you how little I know, so yeah.
My exposure is me trying to watch some of the like show era stuff, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, honestly, that's a general trend with Showa stuff. In general, like just
Wait,
like 90+ episodes of Kamen Rider. Like, what the fuck?
right, and
Yeah.
way big.
It's it somehow
Yep.
gives me like a Silver Centurion like MCU vibe. If anybody knows what I'm talking about.
What? Can you repeat that?
Silver Centurion MCU.
Okay, I think I recognize them. Hold on.
Well, I mean, sorry, not Silver Centurion, but like the suitcase armor thing. That's what it looks like.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Kinda.
That vibe.
Well, along
Weird
with
thing about-
that, my only
That
other. But yeah, along with that, my only other exposure to Ultraman is Elemental Hero Neos from Yu-Gi-Oh.
That it's a stretch, but okay.
Is
I
that
know.
is that like another
It's like
is that like another Yu-Gi-Oh thing where they like a card that's an entire parody of a genre or show? Because I know they
Yeah,
do
like-
that a lot.
Kinda, because it
similar
is.
taste to like those. It's similar taste to like those Yu-Gi-Oh! Kamen Rider cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically one of those things. But yeah, hopefully at least one of you will watch the new Ultraman show whenever that comes out. It normally takes like a hot minute for that to come out.
I'll definitely watch it when it does.
What? Oh, it's just me. Okay.
Yeah, we are now going into the void, and this is Neos here.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
But yeah, there's not much to talk about Ultraman other than that 25th episode. Very consistently always has pretty good CGI at the end, and I appreciate the consistency. Very epic. I like it. Yeah, that's it.
all right. Any final thoughts, my friends?
I mean, in general, I don't even have thoughts. Much was final thought, so not really.
Your head is empty, Mochi. Why?
No thoughts, head empty.
If it's empty, then how do you expect me to know why? That's the whole. We just talked about this.
Anyway, I believe it has been Toku Hero time, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have been Jack.
I've been a Miss Enigma.
I have been Mochi at some point, probably.
And if you enjoyed our shenanigans, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye later. All that time,